Another one is glycine, Glycine. Glycine can help people fall asleep who are having some challenges. And then you can do extracts of herbs. This one has valerian, skullcap, hops, passion flower. It's called slumber. And those herbs are very helpful. When 9/11 happened, our patients, we had a lot of patients out of New York City. We had a lot of patients out of Washington, D.C. They could not sleep. They just couldn't sleep. So I called a good friend of mine out in California, Dr. Walter Strachan, a psychiatrist. And I said, Dr. Strachan, I'm having a problem getting these guys to sleep. I can't get them to sleep. He says, here's what you do. Use valerian, skullcap, and hops. And we had really high doses of it and amounts and just 2 cups of water. And it didn't work. So I called him. He says, wow. He says, okay, do it. Instead of, do it again at 8 o'clock tonight, but do it at 6 o'clock and at 8 o'clock. So we did it at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Still didn't work. He goes, these people are really fractured. So we ended up doing it 4, 6, 8. That didn't work. We did it 2, 4, 6, 8. That was valerian, skullcap, and hops. And I believe it was 2 tablespoons of valerian, 2 tablespoons of hops, and 2 tablespoons of skullcap powder into 2 cups of water. And that worked. And for about 6 months, that's what we had to do for every one of our patients out of New York City and out of Washington, D.C. And it worked very well. And we tested each one every time they come in. And finally, we didn't have to do that much. I've only had to do that much one other time. It was a lady in North Carolina, mid-40s. She had had elective surgery, and anesthesia went wrong, and she had significant brain damage, and that's what they had to do to get her to fall asleep. So what are some of the herbs that we can use? You can do herbal tea. You can do herbal extract. You can do herbal capsules. This is valerian. This is skullcap. Skullcap is a great tool for helping folks fall asleep, but also I like it for depression. Dr. Strachan taught me to use it for depression. I also use it for pain. I couple it with wild lettuce, California poppy, Jamaican dogwood. It's a great nerving. Another one is hops. Now, people will tell me, Walt, I don't drink, so I don't know if I can do hops. No, it's not going to get you drunk. It doesn't have any alcohol. They just happen to use it in alcohol products. But hops is another good one that helps people fall asleep. Wild lettuce. Now, wild lettuce is a tremendous painkiller. I like using it for pain. We've used it for bone cancer pain even. A great tool for pain, but it also helps people fall asleep. Now, if they'll share with you catnip, if your cat is share, catnip's another one that we use for helping to fall asleep, especially children. It can help children fall asleep. I'm trying to think of one thing else I use it for, but catnip's a great little tool to help you fall asleep. Oh, colic. It's good for colic and croup. That's it. If a child has colic or croup, catnip's the tool that I found to work very well. 2 other items I'm plumb out of, and that's chamomile and passion flower. Also great tools to help people fall asleep. Is there anything else that we can do? Let's take a look. 2 Timothy 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. A lot of times we have challenges, whether it's at work or family or wherever it might be. And those challenges are right here.